It's like a, what the heck's it called? Like a razor, Exacto.
Oh, really? That sharp, huh?
Yeah.
What brand is it?
This is razor bone.
You could buy changeable blades for this?
Yeah, it's an Edge.
That's a good knife.
Edge, yeah. So, anyway, how I've kind of arrived at doing this is sometimes I've used a board before where I put a nail on it and it holds the eel and stuff. But what I started doing is just using like cloth. I seen Damon. I seen him bring, maybe it was that bag. But sometimes people lay out a roll of paper napkins or paper towels and use those too, because then they'll just throw them away. These you can wash the blood out and stuff later. But so what I do is right down here. So here's the gill plates up here. So the gills are in here, and this is like the kind of the anus or whatever. So that's where you start. And so what I've learned to do is I come right up this spot. Just kind of keep my finger in there. Keep it so I kind of keep myself centered when I'm coming up the eel. And try to just stay centered right in the middle. And then once I get up to right here, I don't keep my knife in there deep anymore, because what I learned is when I'm doing this, these gill plates, what I used to do, keep my knife right down in there and cut right up through the gill plates. And when you cut up through the gills, they'll flop to each side. And so some of the gills are on the left side, some of them are on the right side. And getting them out when you split them, way tougher. So what I learned in those last couple of years is from right here where this last gill plate is, I'll take my knife out and I basically just, I kind of just want to split it. I'm not even going, way down in there. I'm basically just keeping it to where I'm just cutting a very outer layer. I'm not getting down in there and cutting into the gills. So that allows that whole gill chamber to come out all together. And when it's all together, it peels right out. So this looks like a female because these are all eggs. But anyway, I come down in here, get my finger under there, just like that. And then I kind of detach it or get it not attached there. And I'll hold my finger right here. And then I just take my thumbnail right along that cord. And I'll get everything up to right there. And then I'll grab my towel. And so what I'm gonna work on here is get my thumbnail right up here into the back, and I'm gonna push, and I'm gonna separate that those gills from the eel. And then once I do that, then I'll come off to the side and get my nail all the way up to the side, so kind of separates the gill from it. And then how I do it is I'll turn over and do the same thing right here. Kind of just keep pulling along and scraping. And it can go bad real easy. Like sometimes it just rips out all the whole side, but I just kind of dig along the bottom, keep pushing. And just grab it. And it's kind of rough. Just kind of ripped it up a little bit in there. We kind of left a little bit on the deal and punctured a hole in there, but for the most part, got those gill plates out. A lot of those old timers, they like eating that eel all the way up to the teeth. Yeah. So it's always good when you know how to get those gills out there. And then there it is. Get this sometimes. Just like that. And right there, you'll feel it pop underneath, and then sometimes it'll slide right off to the side. I think I got too big of a hurry.
Kind of race or what?
Nice.
Worked out.
There it is.
Get your hand, buddy.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it. It's right about there, huh? Just like that.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Does it have to be split one more or no?
No.
Perfect.
That's enough.
Alright.
Next thing I'll do is film you guys catching them right out of the ocean.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I'm gonna go way back right here or
Yeah, to
kinda
just
move
like
a little bit.
hold that right there and let's see. Right there.
Alright.
From right there. Yeah.
There you go.
Grab these around.
Yep. Grab them, grip them, and then rip that thumb all the way down there.
Yep.
Yep. You're not gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah, and then the only other thing is, every time you do one, you know, you might do 5, 10, just perfect, and then something happens and blow one out. But that's just the way
Just
it goes.
happens, huh?
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. But the more you do, then you're gonna figure out ways to do things more efficient. You might cut out a step, or you might add something. But it's just always refining, you know.
Yeah, it's been a long time.